In Warriors, cats often live up to 10 or 11 years, but how accurate would this be in the real world? Well, in the real world, I guess you wouldn't really have cats worshipping their ancestors in the stars, but for the purposes of this video, we'll just pretend it's humanly possible, or catly possible, felinely possible. I give up. To find the median age of any cat from the books, I went through the list of every single deceased character on the wiki and compiled their respective ages, or at least the ones whose ages are known, into a doc. And let's just say there's a lot of dead cats in the books. From this, I figured out that the average age of any cat from the series is about 50 moons, or a little more than 4 years. However, a very large portion of these died from illnesses like green cough and red cough while they were still kits.
What the fuck?
So I removed all cats who died before apprenticeship from the list, and the median age increased more than 30% to 66 moons on average, or more than 5.5 years. The average age of a feral cat in real life ranges from 2 to 3 years though, which is less than both of those numbers. However, another thing we should consider is their access to medicine and treatment of injuries. While feral cat colonies don't have access to or even know how to use basic treatments like cobwebs and splints, medicine cats in the book seem to have an extensive knowledge of these, as well as a lot of other herbs and remedies and how to use them to cure injury and sickness. This would definitely increase the clan cat's lifespan a couple of years, but another major thing to consider are battles. Feral cats, or rogues as the clan calls them, often get into fights over their territories, but the frequency of these often varies based on resource availability and some other things, while the clans are constantly fighting with each other either through border skirmishes, battles, or even all-out war. Clan cats have some other advantages and disadvantages in this area too. Since the size of clans from the books usually ranges from 20 to 40 cats, there would be some safety in numbers and battle provided from being in a large group like that, but it also means there would be a lot more cats fighting against you too. Also, the warrior code states that an honorable warrior does not need to kill other cats to win their battles unless they are outside the warrior code or it is necessary for self-defense. But this often doesn't stop cats from killing each other anyway, either on purpose or accidentally in the heat of battle, like Lionblaze did to Russitfer in the battle with Shadow Clan in Fading Echoes. Another factor to consider is that if a cat survives long enough in the clans to become an elder, they would be well looked after by the rest of their clan and probably live a while longer, while the same cat likely wouldn't stand much of a chance against predators and such in the wild. Taking all of this into account, the average lifespan of a warrior cat in real life would likely be around 3.5 to 5 years, assuming they survive past kithood, which isn't too far off from the canon average. This would also depend on other factors too, of course, such as how often their clan was at war, the scarcity of prey, and others, but this is just the overall average I think would make sense. I hope you enjoyed this video, thank you for watching, and as always, may StarClan light your path.